completes wastewater field services. That includes confined space entry, where we boldly go where no one wants to go. We do flow monitoring, which is measuring the rate of flow in a live sanitary sewer. We'll collect samples of sanitary sewer to take to a laboratory for testing. We'll do corrosion assessment, concrete and metal deterioration analysis. Basically, any field services related to wastewater collection systems we're willing to try, and we've pretty well got the equipment to complete all of that work. We walk that line for our clients between their operations side and their engineering side. And we found that to be very unique. In most organizations, the operators and the engineers don't want to talk to each other, and ERS can be that bridge to bring both sides of utility together. The wastewater field services is a specialty service that is a good niche for us because most clients are walking away from their confined space entry. They need to do it for operation of their system, but for legal and liability reasons, they're not having their own staff do it. They're outsourcing that work. Our thought is that risk is not meant to be avoided, but rather to be managed. And we manage the risk of confined space entry in wastewater systems through safety training, through our field practices, through oversight, compliance with OSHA regulations. It's not really that difficult, but it's something that our clients are willing to pay engineers to do. If we can provide good data to the city, they can possibly defer their capital projects, defer their maintenance without increasing their risk. That's a huge selling point for these services, that we can save a city or a utility millions of dollars. Wastewater field services is a valuable service that we can provide to anyone that owns a wastewater utility. That's typically cities, towns, villages, but it may also be special districts, it may be private homeowners associations, it may be summer camps. Anyone that owns a sewer collection system can benefit from these services. And the scale of the services can be anything from a half day of inspection to several years of study and data and analysis. We found that wastewater field services is a fairly unique niche in this part of the country. The equipment vendors that we use have told us that there's really no one else in this region that's installing the equipment and doing the flow monitoring that we do. We're typically the only ones providing this service, which means that it's very marketable. I enjoy doing wastewater field services because it allows me to provide valuable data to our clients. It also gives me a chance to get outdoors, so it's a nice combination, the best of both worlds you might say, of indoor office work, data analysis, and collecting the foundational data that goes into those models out in the field. I've found that I get this big grin on my face because it really is exciting. It's not only where the data is at, and there's a camaraderie that develops around the open sewer manhole. Open sewer manholes are kind of like campfires. You open up a sewer manhole and all of a sudden a crowd gathers around, and then people start telling funny stories, and so that's one of my favorite parts. It's enjoyable work. We have good people to work with, and it provides valuable service to our clients, and it's been profitable. If other offices are interested in adding wastewater field services to the work that they can offer, first feel free to give us a call in Fort Collins. We'd be happy to talk with you about the work that we do and how you can market that to your clients and the benefits of that in terms of how it saves your clients money and reduces their risk. We can certainly help you get trained up. We can share equipment. We can share stories on what's worked and what hasn't. And we would love to see several groups doing this across the company.